Today on Sean Strife, we talk about what in the hell is BLM and what are they really about. Stay tuned because we got a lot of shit to talk about.
Get a job, be a slave, pay your taxes, what the fuck?
So what is BLM and what are they all about? Well, I think the first thing that you need to do is you need to separate the words Black Lives Matter from the actual organization BLM. Because I'll tell you right now that BLM does not give a shit about Black lives. And I personally do not know one person that will tell you that Black lives do not matter, because every single life matters, whether it's a black, white, yellow, or rainbow life. BLM, by their own admission, is a Marxist organization, and their hero, Karl Marx, was the author of the Communist Manifesto, which I find extremely ironic considering that Karl Marx was a straight-up piece of shit racist that wrote some really nasty shit about black people, Mexicans, Asians, as well as being anti-Semite. Seriously, I don't think that BLM has any idea what history is or has even read a book, or they would have known that Karl Marx thinks that black people were subhuman and not deserving of life, and that they should be stuck in servitude. This is the man that they hold up as their hero. If Karl Marx had his way, which you could clearly understand throughout his writing, that he would have exterminated the black race. Yet, BLM champions this man. Seriously, the leaders of BLM need to read a book or get the fuck up with history, because they really don't know what in the fuck is going on. Even more ironic than that, BLM supports Joe Biden, who authored the 1994 Crime Act, which imprisoned more black people than any other fucking thing that I can think of. And here's a funny fucking fact for you. Did you know that Joe Biden actually gave a eulogy at the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan funeral? Yeah, and they support Joe Biden. Joe Biden also said that black people are animals. Yes, there is a racist running for president, and it isn't Donald Trump. And what does BLM fight for? Well, they tell you themselves. They fight for black criminals. I personally don't give a shit what color you are. If you're a criminal and you pull a gun or a knife on a police officer, you're going to get shot, whether you're white or you're black. And this whole narrative that police are hunting black people down in the streets is just pure absolute bullshit. It's a falsehood. It's not true. Police officers are 13 times more likely to be killed by a black person than a police officer is to kill a black man. And that's a fact. And these facts don't give a flying fuck about how you feel. And which black lives actually matter to BLM? Do the innocent lives that have been taken every day by gangbangers and drive-by shootings matter to BLM? Does the endless violence in black communities matter to BLM? Do the children that are murdered every single day in drive-by shootings, do they matter to BLM? How about all the black lives that have been lost to drugs? How about the black lives that have been lost in the George Floyd riots? Do they matter to BLM? And how about all the small businesses that they burnt to the ground? Do they matter to BLM? How about black policemen? Do they matter to BLM? And how about black conservatives that speak out against the violence? They obviously do not matter to BLM because they vilify them. You know what they call them? They call them an Uncle Tom. They call them a race traitor or other vicious names. This is BLM talking about other black people. And here's a really interesting, funny fucking fact for you. Did you know that BLM has collected almost $4 billion since 2016? And what exactly has BLM done with this money? Tell me. I'll sit here. I'll wait. Please comment in there if you think that anything that I'm saying is wrong, because it's not. I got my facts straight. How many black schools has BLM built? How many programs have BLM started for black children? How many job programs or career training has BLM started? And how many small black business programs has BLM initialized? And how many black people has BLM helped to keep their homes or pay their rent? And how many black teenagers have they sent to college or university? How many community or outreach programs, hospitals, community centers has BLM built with this $4 billion? You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to answer it for you. Not one fucking thing. That's what they've done with this money, but their leaders are styling with this $4 billion. That much you can be fucking sure of. The leaders of BLM are real pieces of shit too. One in the United States has been charged with human trafficking. That's a fucking fact. That is a fucking fact. And 2 in Canada have been charged with embezzling money from, get this, Black students. Yeah, real pillars of the fucking community, you might say. BLM claims that they're about unity as they spread hate and division. They blame every single problem that black people have on everybody else, but take absolutely no responsibility for themselves or even try to help the black community with the problems that they do have. They talk about white privilege while using black and brown privilege to throw it in your face. And you ask me, hey, Sean, what exactly is black privilege? Well, I'll tell you. Black privilege is the ability to say any racist thing about anybody else in the world and not have anybody call you on it for fear of being called a racist. That's black privilege, and it is a real thing. We see it every single day, and they use it to hide from the real problems, and BLM uses it to hide from actually doing anything for the black community. BLM claims that they fight racism while they're some of the most racist fucks that have ever existed. No. All BLM has done is proven themselves to be violent Marxist communist terrorists bent on destroying anyone that they do not agree with. And if you even speak out against BLM, they call you a racist or a white supremacist, which is a joke because all BLM is doing is pushing black supremacy. Supremacy for any race is wrong. I don't give a fuck who you are. In my opinion, BLM is nothing more than a photo negative of those vile racist pig fuckers in the KKK. Every single life in this fucking universe matters, including black lives. But they sure as hell do not matter to BLM because they've already proven it. BLM is so emotionally, mentally, and morally corrupt that they don't even know who the real enemy is. There isn't a race war going on. There's a class war. Your neighbors are not the enemy. It's the people at the top. They're holding us all down economically and making us fight and causing division. The media is the real enemy. BLM has lost the narrative and has absolutely no fucking clue what the message ever was. But I am an optimist. I believe in the human spirit, and I believe that love will prevail throughout all of this hate and division. Once we realize that there is only one race, the human race. Well, that's it for me. I'm Sean Strife, and next time we're going to talk about more shit that we're not supposed to talk about. Do me a favor, like, comment. If you don't have anything to agree with me, I don't give a fuck. I want to hear your voice. Click on that notification bell, and for fuck's sake, smash the shit out of the subscribe button. Till next time, we'll see ya. That's right, you heard me. I said smash that subscribe channel.